What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Infrared bringing you an anime review of Durarara Ketsu episode 34. Welcome to the Sky Report. I hope they get to this fight soon. We only got, 2 episodes left? It has to be 2. Not 2, it might be 3. I'm not sure the episode count, forgive me, I'll have to look again. But either way, they need to get to this fight. I mean, we've been waiting on this fight between Shizuo and Izaya since pretty much the beginning of the series, and they keep dragging it out. But the episode starts off, they're still panicking in the streets of Ikeburo. Everybody's possessed by Saika, and they're still walking around like zombies. In the meantime, we do pick up with Izaya, and he's hurting, man. He's hurt. He's bleeding. He's limping around. He can barely walk, and can you blame him? He just got hit by the side of a freaking building by Shizuo. I mean, he baseballed him out of the field with a beam from the side of the building. Shizuo is such a beast, and that's bananas. The average person would be dead by now, so I guess you can still give Izaya some props for even still being alive at this point. But this is also a kind of a role reverse, because now the hunter has become the hunted, as Izaya is trying to get away from Shizuo while Shizuo is on the pursuit of him. It's usually the other way around. It's usually Shizuo trying to actually catch Izaya, and Izaya just, like it's nothing, just running away from him. But now he actually has a little bit of fear as he's trying to get away. Everything he tried didn't work. He tried to blow him up and it didn't work. He tried to drop a tractor on him, it didn't work. So now he's out of options. And while he's on the run, Izaya runs into Shinra's dad and he runs into Igor. He just brushes them off when they acknowledge him, like, hey, you're my son's friend. And he just brushes them off, and Shinra's pops get a little bit mad about that. Igor says, you never been ignored, have you? And that kind of like hit him wrong. He doesn't like being ignored. I mean, Shinra's pops is funny. We also find out that Igor, and I don't remember if they touched on this before, but we found out that Igor has some type of control of himself. Even though he's possessed by Saika, he still mostly has control, just like we saw with Shinra. And they also see the guy who was supposed to drop the head off and started all this mess to begin with that's going on with Celti. Shinra's pop goes over to him and says, so basically you failed, so now you have no purpose, and look at you can't even stand up straight. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna troll you. I'm gonna ride on your face. So they kind of leave him at that. That cuts away from that scene. Then we get back to Henri and crew, and we get to the rest of the dollars, Kadota, Tagusa, Walker, Seiji's there, Masomi's girlfriend, as well as Seiji's sister. They're all in the truck. Sari explains Saika and how it works to everybody, and she kind of goes over why she feels that she's never worthy of being loved by someone, and why no one could ever care about her because she feels like she's a monster. And this was a real nice part of the episode, because everybody in the truck kind of gathered around her and said, just like Selfie, even though you feel that you're different, you feel that you're a monster, we don't feel that way. We love you, we care about you, you're our friend no matter what happens with you. We know the real you, so you don't have to worry about us hating you or being afraid of you. We got your back, we're your friend, we love you. And after she reveals what Saika can do, Walker's a little bit disappointed that he can't weld Saika and become like an anime character or a manga character. That kind of bums him out in a little bit. But with that being said, he also has a new declaration, as they're now a new adventure guild. So now Adventure Guild goes, they're on their way to go save Erica, who's in the midst of the zombie Saika apocalypse right now. And using her head, what better way to get out of a zombie apocalypse? And if you watch The Walking Dead, you learned this, is to act like one yourself. And what a great time for Erica to actually have some red colored contacts in her damn purse right now. Because she put those on and she walked around and like a zombie, kind of stumbled around with these red contacts on so nobody notices her, which was actually pretty smart. Funny and smart at the same time. Good look out by Erica on that. In the midst of doing that, she runs into Nasujima, who is pretty much masterminding the zombie control right now to get to Henri and Saika. And with that being said, we also see that the blue squares are also on the streets, and they're looking for Masomi. In the midst of that, they run into Mikado. I'm sorry, they didn't run into Mikado, they run into Rokujo. Mikado and Rokujo broke up, and they run into Rokujo. They basically attack him. I think Rokujo had more fights in Durarara than anybody combined. So I don't think those 4 guys in Oba are ready for him. They're going to get wrecked. It's just going to be funny to see how long they last with actually doing it. So we leave with that battle. It looks like everything is starting to wrap up or starting to get to its conclusion as we are reaching the end of the series. Also at this point, we get a little bit more detail on Shinra and how he's able to pretty much shake off the effects that Saika has on him. And just like I mentioned last time, it's mostly because of his love for Celti. He mentioned something really good. He says that I've always been in the dark as far as my love for her, because like when he gets real emotional with Celti, she puts him in that little bubble, that little black bubble with cloud and mist or whatever, and he's used to being in that because he's always expressed how he felt about her. So he's pretty much fighting the effects of what's going on with Saika and him being controlled, surely off his love for Celti and wanting to get her back. So he makes it a declaration that he's going to go to where she is, try to get her back, profess his love, even if she doesn't remember him. He just wants her to be how she was, not this headless horseman death demon thing that she is right now. So that's what's up with Shinra. That's where he's going. And the episode leaves off, we finally get our confrontation between Masomi and Mikado as they meet on the roof. But this isn't the same Mikado that Masomi's used to. He's completely different. He's damaged. I mean, a lot is going on. For all we know, he could have been this way all along and it's just been a ploy. Mikado kind of says that now that you're here, we just need Henri so we can make everything right. And he keeps saying to Masomi, I have something to show you. I have something to show you. Oh my God. Is that what he wanted the gun for? Please don't shoot your boy. Don't do this. I hope that Masomi kind of wrestles the gun away or beat him up and knocks some sense into him, because he's becoming a little Izaya. That's what he's becoming. It's like these two are almost Izaya and Shizuo all over again. It kind of feels like that's what Mikado wants out of these two. I just hope he doesn't try to use that gun, and his way of cleansing is to kill Masomi and Ari or wound him in some type of way and try to start things over. And that's pretty much where we left off for the episode, with a huge cliffhanger. Again, I hope he doesn't plan on using that gun on his best friend. I mean, how twisted is this kid right now? Also, he also confronts Masomi and lets him know that he set up the fight at the bottom between the blue squares and Rokudo. So yeah, that was the episode in a nutshell. It was a really good episode. Again, my only gripe with it is I just want to get to the fight between Shizuo and Izaya. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you ready to see this fight, or are you annoyed that they keep stretching it out between two people that we wanted to see go against each other since the beginning of the series? Also, what do you think Mikado has planned? What does he need the gun for? We still haven't found that out yet, and I hope he isn't using it for what I think he is. What do you think he's going to use it for? Did you like the episode overall? Do you think that Rokujo is going to be okay against the blue squares? I mean, of course he would. This guy went toe to toe with Kadota, so these guys are going to be nothing to him. So yeah, that's it. Holler at me in the comments. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you guys very much for watching this video. I mean, you can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me, and I really appreciate that. If you like anything I had to say in the video, drop a like. And if you want to hear more, please do subscribe. Thank you for watching the Scout Report. It's your boy Infrared, signing out.